water is so cold. Right now at the Bhagwan Parshuram Bhumi, and you can see this huge 21 feet statue behind me that is standing on top of this semicircular depiction of Earth. This point is a beautiful viewpoint as well. On that side you can actually see the waters of the ocean, and it's a stunning view. This area where you can actually see the coastline is called Tamas Tirtha because the waters from this angle actually appear to have like a reddish tinge to the color of the water. You can even sit here and meditate inside this beautiful dome. Back again at the Harnai beach or the Harnai port, as you know, at around it's like 4:30 or 5 in the evening, and this is when the real action is here. As you can see behind me, all these fishing boats, they've actually come back from their afternoon fishing trips, and all of these sellers are selling their fresh catch of the day. And the most entertaining part was there's actually auction going on for the most prized catches of the day. So there are these very rare fish that have been caught today, and there's this whole crowd that you can see behind me. There's actually an auction going on to see who actually wins that auction to take those fish home today.
720 बोला ढोमा 720
छोटी सुरमई हलवा मासा हलवा मासा.
तुमचं नाव काय? तुमचं नाव काय?
माझा मनीषा वाघे.
मावशी, तुम्ही रोज इथे मासे विकायला बसता का? आणि रोज दोनदा होतं फिशिंगला बोट जातात, आणि काय काय असतात मासे तुमच्याकडे?
मासे आमच्याकडे कोलंबी असते, पापलेट असते, सुरमई असते आणि हलवा असते.
ओके.
छोटी मच्छी असते, ऑप्शन मध्ये जाते किलोवर.
आणि सीझन कुठला बेस्ट आहे इथे?
इथे सीझन जास्त गौरी गणपती गेल्यानंतर दिवाळीतलं सीझन जास्त असते, चांगली मच्छी मिळते.
ओके. आणि
आता वादळामुळे मच्छी कमी मिळते. वादळ आहे ना, त्यामुळे मच्छी कमी मिळते.
ओके. आणि आता इथून खरेदी केल्यानंतर इथे जवळ बनवून पण मिळेल ना आम्हाला?
बनवून पण देतात, बनवणारे पण असतात.
So I got my hands on a couple of pomfrets from the Harnai beach, and I found this cute little homestay where this Maushi has prepared freshly fried masala pomfret for me. She seasoned it with red chili powder, turmeric, a little bit of salt and all of that, and then fried it. It looks delicious. This has to be like, I think, the freshest fish I've ever had. And tender, so fresh, like I can't even, there's absolutely no fishy smell to it. Perfectly spicy, not too spicy, not too mild. Okay, Guys, I have come to the Keshavraj temple, which is one of the most celebrated temples here around Dapoli, and it has a very tiny approach road, but it's so beautiful. The entire path, you can see behind me, the entire path leading up to the temple is like this, completely forested area, and it's so full of sounds of nature. And this entire plantation that you see around me are actually supari trees, which are indigenous to the area, and it's a beautiful serene vibe that this place has. The pathway is so beautiful. There is like wooded areas, there's like flowing river water in the middle, and like it's just the steps out here. This is the way that's going to lead up to it. So there was like a small forest trail where you climb down, and now there's an ascent which is like I think about 100 or 150 steps, which actually takes you to the top of the mandir. We have arrived on top of the Keshavraj hill. Actually the trek is quite small, but the weather is so hot and humid that even this much, like even just 100-150 steps have kind of made us tired. But I think the climb was totally worth it. The temple is so nice. This behind me is a completely natural, and I think it's also a perennial stream of water that flows here, and this is the mandir. Wow, the water is so cold, it feels amazing. So I'm in the Keshavraj Mandir right now. Now this mandir is very ancient. It is supposed to have been built around 5,000 years back, and there is a legend surrounding this that the 5 Pandavas have actually built this temple in a single night. This is actually a Vishnu temple. I'm going to show you guys the idol. I'm climbing down from the Keshavraj temple now, and I mean, even if you're not religious, just come here for this trek. It is so serene, like I could just sit here and meditate for hours. It's like literally pin drop silence. It's beautiful. I found this tree bark that has like the most beautiful fungus formation ever. Just take a look. On our way back from the Keshavraj temple, the path is lined by these small houses. So we found a house where they actually serve some home-cooked meals. So we had actually placed an order on our way to the temple, and now that we are back down, we're going to stop here and enjoy a meal of authentic Konkani pangis. So I have come to this local's house right outside the Keshavraj temple, and this is a typical Konkani house. It is over 150 years old. I'm going to show you guys around. The hosts are very sweet. They're making an authentic Konkani meal for us, and they also have suparis fresh from the tree. Okay, so uncle is going to show me how they actually break those suparis with this instrument called adkita, and then actually, you know, kind of break them down and have them ready to eat. I will show you guys the house first, and then let's take a look at how they break those suparis. So I'm in their backyard right now, and Maushi just told me that they have a very interesting way to keep the water cool, because the summers here are very, very hot. So they have a very interesting way of keeping their water cool. So there are these massive stone containers which are known as drone. I'm going to show you one. So this is what they actually use to keep their water cool during summers. Now this is actually a big one which is meant for bath water, but then they also have smaller stone vessels like that they use inside the kitchen to keep the water cool. Okay, so this is their small outdoor bathroom setup behind me. As I showed you, this drone is used to keep the bath water, and this stone structure that you see, which has like 4 short legs, so this is actually called a chauranga, and they use it to sit on and then have a bath. So this is how pangi is made. You can see there is a rice flour batter over here. Okay, now pangi is made in 2 ways. One is sweet and one is savory. I just tasted the sweet one, and now I'm seeing how they're making the savory one. The savory one seems to have coriander, green chili and salt in it, and then it is actually made completely of rice flour, and it is steamed. Okay, so it's steamed between 2 banana leaves, and that they do it on top of a stove top in a pan. So this is how it looks.
समजा तुम्हाला असं नको असेल तर मग ह्याच्यात ताकात भिजवायचं तांदूळच पीठ ताकात भिजवायचं आणि त्याचे घावन लावायचे झकास होतं.
ओके,
अगदी बिंदास कधी खा. फक्त ते काय सांगितलं होतं की गरम गरम करायचे आणि गरम गरम खायचे.
हा बरोबर.
असं तव्यावर
काढल्या लगेच.
तर ही सुपारी ही हा कात्रा काढून दिलाय या सुपारीचा. ही अखंड आहे. हिला असोली म्हणतात. असोली आणि ही सोललेली. त्याची ही साल आहेत टर्फलवरचं. त्याचा उपयोग ह्याचा होतो, धुरी करण्यासाठी होतो. म्हणजे उपयोग बरेच होतात त्याचे. आम्ही शेतात सुद्धा टाकतो ती, आणि त्याचं भाजावण करतो, म्हणजे शेत भाजून निघतं त्यांनी. पण त्या प्रचंड प्रमाणात गोणीच्या गोणी टाकतो. त्याला भाजावून म्हणतो. दुसरं काही नसेल तर हे टाकून चालतं. किंवा जमिनीत गाडून टाकायची आणि त्याचा कुसवा व्हायचा, ते खत होतं. त्याचा उपयोग भरपूर आहे त्याचा. फुकट काही जात नाही.
From indulging in freshly fried fish to engaging in heartwarming conversations with the locals, my Konkan trip has been an absolute delight. I cannot wait to come back here and explore the other areas in Konkan as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button before you leave, and happy travels.